So I just got done watching a certain scientific railgun, and I want to make this video now. I didn't want, I just literally just got done watching it maybe 5 minutes ago or so, and I wanted to make this video now because I didn't want to dive into season 3 and then have opinion sway. I want to give you my honest opinion of the two series in general, and not necessarily the two series, but just a scientific railgun. But I will refer to a certain magical index a lot, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. So these two series are night and day in the first season, I would say. Especially a certain magical index. It has the more compelling characters. It has a bigger cast in general, and it has a cast with more backgrounds per se, especially in season 1. Now, a certain scientific railgun is a side story. That's something that you must understand, and that's what it feels like. The first season up until the last arc really feels as if they're just doing kind of slice of life things. They're doing things that girls just normally naturally do, and that's just all it is. I found myself saying, I'm not necessarily not enjoying the show, but I do wonder if will I make it through? Can I make it through the 48 episodes to 224 seasons? And this show really only has Misaka, which we don't really even get really kind of engaged with Misaka's character in terms of like being invested in her and actually understanding her and supporting her actions and whatnot, because we don't really dive into the accelerator arc until season 2. Another character that actually has, development, characterization in season 1 is actually Satin, which is a really good character that's not in a certain magical index, which I am kind of upset to know that she's there, but she's just not on screen, But, season 1 has a great arc at the end that feels engaging. It feels like there's a real threat. It feels like they're truly fighting for something, and they're truly, not necessarily doing this for the be-all, end-all, and/or the ending plot, because this show really has no true plot, unlike a certain magical index, which is to protect Index and keep the, the library safe from people, mages that want those books in order to have absolute power. That's really the true plot in a certain magical index, even though a lot of times we do all these kind of, I guess, side stories per se. They're not the main plot, but we do know the goal at the end of the day. In a certain scientific railgun, once again, we don't have a true goal. It's just, it's not episodic, but it's, in an arc kind of way. It's kind of just episodic arcs, and I don't mean that episode by episode. I mean in a strand of 3 episodes or so, we will dive into multiple different arcs. But I will say this about this show for season 2. It redid the accelerator arc, and I love the accelerator arc in a certain a certain magical index, but this arc did it all. It went so far in depth. It showed us so many more, things we didn't get to see in a certain magical index. In a certain magical index, they talked about a lot of things that Misaka went through, right, with Toma, and we could feel it, right? We could feel that she was going through a lot, but we got to visually see it. We didn't have to put a picture in our head, right? We didn't have to paint a picture, and that was going on in our head. We got to visually see it, and literally, it adds up for like 3 more episodes of whole content of, well, Misaka and Accelerator arc. 3 episodes longer is that arc, and we even get to see Misaka fight the number 4 ranked Esper, which is absolutely crazy. It's an intense fight, really. I mean, especially with Misaka's back up against the wall and her power already drained coming into the fight. So on top of that, though, I really did enjoy how they handled the fight, which the fight was different. There's some things that were the same, but the fight with Accelerator and Toma was different. The way they handled it was different. The dialogue was different. There's so much more depth, and it made it so much more impactful, especially, you Misaka X Toma fans. The bridge scene was even more impactful. It carried more weight. It resonated within me even better, and I already thought this accelerator arc in a certain magical index was probably ranked, like, in terms of not ranked, I don't want to say, but grade wise, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was at least a B+. I had so much fun with that arc. At least a B+. You could say it's touching A- for an arc for me, but this one just was an A++. It's absolutely amazing what they did. And the February arc, which is the one I just actually got done watching, I felt as if this arc, once again, it took the momentum, carried it, it brought in old characters, and it brought words from the past that came back to, it kind of revolved in a circle here, and then it came back to the present. It's just really cool seeing things happen in the past. I don't want to go into too much detail about that, but it's cool to see things happen in the past, like 20 episodes ago. Like, for instance, Nuno Taba, she put this one program into a single Misaka clone, and 20 episodes later it pays off. Like, That's awesome. That's awesome. That's what really I think is compelling writing. That's what I feel is something that resonates with me and makes me really want to be immersed and just focused on a series. Is whenever you can bring things that are old back, things that happened in the past that were old 20 episodes ago or so, but are really subtle. But in the long run, it played a big, just a big, massive payoff in the end. So it's just things like that surprise not only the characters in the series that that what they did paid off, but us as viewers. So I mean, special stuff right there. And dude, I tell you what, the last episode, the music is like basically going the whole time. It's really cool to see all that. But I think season 2, the biggest difference from season 1, season 1 I give it a B minus. It's just not the best thing ever in the world. I think the Satan arc is pretty decent, and I think the final arc of season 1 is pretty decent, but I give it like a B minus. But I would say this is an A. I felt as if season 2 was an A. I had that much fun with it. I mean, I could argue and say B plus. A minus at best, I guess, but definitely a solid B plus for the whole arc together. So it's a B plus touching. It's kind of like scraping the surface of an A minus. I had that much fun with it. I thought it was really that good. I might as well give it an A minus because the more I think about the Accelerator arc, it was that special to me. I thought it was just so much better than a certain magical index, and that arc lasted literally like 12 episodes, dude. It lasted actually it may have lasted a few more. It may have lasted 13, 14 episodes possibly, which that's way longer than a certain magical index's Accelerator arc lasted, which once again, season 3 is coming next year for Railgun, and also Accelerator is actually going to be getting his own story next year too, I believe, which is absolutely insane. I did not know the show was this popular to the point where it's getting 3 seasons, and its side story is getting 3 fucking seasons. Like, are you kidding me? And Accelerator's getting a spinoff? Like, what the hell? That's crazy how popular this show really is. I did not know that. And apparently JC Staff really likes working on this project, obviously, because I don't know any other studio that's literally gone this far to have 3 seasons of a side story and then start up a new side story while they're still working on the main storyline of a certain magical index. So that's special, man. That's crazy. But other than that, though, whenever I look at the show, art-wise, I felt like it looked like a movie at times. It's really weird. Art was always consistent. Art was always good, but it felt like it was a movie, especially when the characters are in the shadows. Go watch the show. If you've seen the show, maybe you remember off the top of your head, but go back and watch this. Seriously, for me, go back and just look at a scene or watch a couple episodes until you see someone standing in the shadow. Hell, the second to last episode of season 2, you'll get to see Nino Taba talking to Misaka whenever she's like paralyzed or whatever, and you'll see her standing in the shadow. There's an episode you can go watch, and whenever the characters are in the shadows, it like brings out movie quality. Like, the art looks really good. I don't know what it is. It always looks really good, but at times it just has like that movie touch. It's kind of like, maybe they didn't use the most money for that scene, but they really put it together well. It's really well constructed, build up. So that was something special to me. And I don't know, man. It's really good season 2. Season 2 blew me away. Season 1 was okay at best. But, I mean, I think of Bungo Stray Dogs. Bungo Stray Dogs was good. It's all right. You could say it was mediocre. But, it's entertaining. It's enjoyable. So it's good. But then you get to season 2 and, like, you're like, holy crap, this show is the real deal. You know what I mean? Season 1 needs that one arc. And I'm not sitting here saying you should have to wait a whole season to get to the good stuff. But I think if you sit throughout the season, you will enjoy it because you like some of the characters on the screen. You may not like Yui Haru, like I don't, but you'll enjoy seeing Misaka because obviously we like Misaka in the main storyline. She may start wearing thin on you after about 6 episodes because we need more to her character. We don't know that much about her character in season 1. We know she's gone through some stuff, but we don't know her in depth. But she is enough to get you through at least the first 5 episodes until the Satan arc. Then the Satan arc, you're probably like, I wonder how it does truly feel to have be a level 0 in this world. Those 2 arcs carry you enough. They'll get you to the last, the last arc of season 1. But then you don't got to worry about nothing carrying you anywhere because this show is truly special, man. So, but other than that, though, guys, I think at the end of the day, if these 2 arcs together, I give the show, if I were to combine them, one's like a B minus C plus, one other one's you could argue and say A-. That's how much fun I had with season 2. But as a series as a whole, I guess it's kind of like Overlord for me. It's a B+. I'm waiting. If it has another if season 3 is as good as season 2, then we're talking that I may give it an A- as a series as a whole, because I really, really enjoyed season 2, man. I had so much fun with it. I love Certain Magical Index. Certain Magical Index, I don't even know. I just really love Certain Magical Index. There's something special about it. It's a series that I can rewatch. It's a show that I can rewatch, and it's really special. So, I mean, I love that show. That's at least a B+, A-. I don't know if it's in my top 10, because my top 10 are all usually my shows I give A grades to. But other than that, though, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Go watch a certain, Scientific Railgun. It's fun. If you make it to season 2, if you make it to the last arc of season 1, you're good. I mean, if you like a Certain Magical Index, you'll be able to make it through 24 episodes, because you get to see Toma a little bit. You get a few cameos. He's not in the show much, but I mean, you'll be at least engaged with Misaka. You'll be at least engaged with Shirai, I guess. Not necessarily the most. They're not gonna mesmerize you whenever they're on screen. You're gonna see girls just doing girl things. It's gonna feel like a slice of life almost. But once you get to the good stuff, it really pays off and it's rewarding. So, as always, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.